Welcome back to DIY Willy, and today we're back to work on the Mighty Moto Minibike, and we're gonna work on the swing arm. I've got some things I want to fix. Like I need to cut this tack, straighten out this Heim joint right here. It's a little bit crooked, as you can see. I want to make the support piece that's gonna come right here and wrap around the axle. Got a piece of cardboard we're gonna cut a template out of. I gotta fix this. It's a little bit low on the bottom. I would like to make it more flush on the top. And if we get to it, we may cut this down and finish the weld out on these and do some more work back here. So if by chance we do get a chance, we may work on the shock mount. But let's get busy on making these brackets and fixing this Heim joint. And let's get going. So I've made some 5/8 spacers, 2 of them, 1 on each side, and I made that cardboard template, and where that's gonna go is right in there like that. Can you see it? That cardboard template will give some more structural integrity to the pivot point. So yeah, and I'll probably run a piece of flat bar along the sides and maybe across the top right here, and make it look even better. Kind of make it like a T or an I, maybe down the back too, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna make another one of those to fit the other side. Like that, and support that pivot point very well, both from the outside and from the inside. Okay, I'm gonna take the template and transfer it over to a piece of flat bar and see if we can't make those points. So I've taken my template and I made 2 flat bar pieces right there. They fit in there nicely. This one, however, I ran out of materials, a little bit short, but that's okay. I can fix it with the weld and then grind it to make it look the same. But it's going to give support to the swing arm in the middle. And yeah, really looks good how it's turning out. Really looks good. Can't get any better than that, really. I did pick up some gas from my welder and a different wire that is. This is flux core wire, so it makes a splattery mess when it welds. This is about the best the machine will do at the settings it's got. So I do have some, so I bought a new tank of gas, and it's a new wire that I can switch over, and I can clean all these welds up and then go ahead and weld it with gas. And it should be a lot better weld, like cleaner, just better all around weld. So yeah, what do you think? Looks good, right? Things are really coming along. I like it. I think it's gonna be a beast. Yeah, look at that. Blah, 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 blah. Really looks good. Yeah. Okay, I gotta clean up and get ready to go to work, so I'll come back to this tomorrow and we'll do some more work back here. Maybe we'll do some shock work, I don't know. We'll do something. And yeah, I'll put the wheel back on it so I can store it, and we'll get it put back in the garage. All right, continuing on with the swing arm build. There's a couple things I need to fix again. I need to fix this weld here broke, and I need to put some more weld here. Maybe I'll put some more over there just for the heck of it. I did straighten this out already, and the swing arm, you know, you can see it broke right there. So yeah, I got to put some more weld there, and then we're going to move on to mounting the shock, making the tabs that are going to go here and up underneath the seat. Yeah, we're moving right along. I think I might put the tire back on to get this measurement correct. I don't want it to be off a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to do that right now. We are definitely making some progress. I've got the lower shock mount made and tacked in there. Like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out the upper shock mount. Of course, the frame has got to go up a little bit, or the wheels got to go down. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the tire off and lower the swing arm down to put this down here below where I can build the mount for it. And yes, this is a 13-inch shock. I'll put a link in the description of where I got it from. And I think it's a 950-pound spring. Should work pretty good. I've seen the mini bikes with the 850s and these just seem a little bit bouncy to me. So I'm gonna try the 950. I'm not a small guy, so it should be okay. And if it's a little bit tall on the back, so what? It'll be a little stink bug, but I think it's gonna look good. So far we have got the swing arm going and it looks pretty darn good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the upper shock mount, and we'll be ready to start working back here and clean this stuff up and to make the brake bracket. And yeah, it looks good. So taking a look at installing the shock now, I've made these little tabs that bolt to the shock and are going to weld to the frame. I just made them out of, I think it's 1 inch by 1 inch angle, and drilled the holes for the 10mm bolts because that's what size the shock takes. And let's see, I've got it marked up here for a center line of this gap, and we'll go ahead and tack those. Now these need to be flat to make them fit under the seat, and we'll figure these out once we have those tacked where these need to be for the swing arm. Now I bought a 13-inch shock. I built it for 11-inch clearance, and I bought a 13-inch because I figured when you sit on it it's going to compress a little bit, hopefully about 1.5 inches, giving me pretty much a level ride. We'll see. This is a 950 spring, so we may have to buy a different, a shorter shock maybe, and mix and match the parts to come up with what we like. So anyway, this is a good start. I'm gonna go ahead and get this tacked on up here, and then we'll figure out the bottom. All right, that should hold that. There's the shock mount welded on the top. There's the bottom shock mount, also welded across the top. And I hate the sun. Right now I got a lot of shade or shadows coming in. We'll get this all cleaned up the more we weld it, but that ought to work good enough to at least test everything. And yeah, I like it. It's looking pretty good. I put a couple more tacks here on each side because I know those aren't fully welded. Got a couple more welds here, wire brushed everything, kind of cleaned it up. So yeah, it's looking good. All right, let me get it off this table, put tire on it, and set it on the ground, see what it's got. Oh, check it out, guys. It's hard to believe that that one once looked like that one. In the frame, anyway. Yeah. Really came along. So just to recap, in this video, we've made the mounts for the shocks and welded them together, top and bottom. I've made a couple changes to the arm to make sure the tire's straight. It wasn't really straight once I got it off the rack, but it is straight now. And yeah, let's take a look at that. Okay, take the seat off. There's the upper shock mount. It works pretty good. I did, however, I think break this down here, so the air leaks out of it now. I've put air back in it and it slowly leaks out. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the shock. I broke this when I was installing it. So yeah, looks really good. I like it, it's pretty firm. If I had some help, I would take it off the paint can and show you how well it sits. But I will check it out in the next video. I don't think I'll be putting the kickstand back on it. I think I'll be leaving it without a kickstand and just getting a dirt bike type stand for it, and it'll sit on that. But yeah, I really like it. Looks really good. This is just temporary. I put it on there for support when I was fitting everything up here and welding it, help hold it all in place. So that'll be coming off to make room up here in the front for what I need. It's all the way on the front of the adjuster, so when it moves back on the adjuster, I'll have more room here for what I want to do with it. And I still have some work to do back here. I'm gonna shave these down a little bit. I want to put some flat bar on them, stiffen them up on both sides. I've also got to make the brake bracket to hold the caliper on this side. But yeah, guys, that looks good. I'll probably take these lock collars off. They're not needed anymore now that these spacers are welded to the frame. And yeah, it looks fantastic. It is so good. I've already taken it for a ride down the street and just pushing it, rolling it, and pick my feet up and let it roll down. It rolls really nice, really soft, comfortable. Front shocks are a little bit soft. I might try adding a little more fluid to them, and maybe a spacer. I think I've mentioned that before, to try to preload the springs a little bit and stiffen them up. But yeah, looks great. I don't know if I want to do it to that one yet, but I like it. I like it a lot. And the Heim joints seem to be working fine. So with that said, I guess I'll end this video here. And well, thanks for coming and watching my videos and supporting me with those thumbs up and views on my projects. It takes a lot of time to make these, and I don't have a lot of time, but I find time to do it. And well, I always come back to DIY Willy where we work on fun things like these mini bikes and trucks and cars, and one day the Volkswagen. Anyway, thanks guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Wow, we almost lost Mighty.